Welcome, I'm Nancy Zarella. I'm here at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. It was here as a student where I learned the terms to describe my abilities and began to understand my passion for design. It was also here where I honed my talents and fueled my passions under the guidance of inspiring professors. It's only natural that I'm back here inviting you to a unique online video series, The Design Narrative, where through intimate interviews and conversations, we will learn about the design process and the origins of creation. Thank you for joining me and welcome to The Design Narrative.
Physically, the city of New York reflects design. If you're approaching the city by blimp or plane, or for that matter, taxi coming from one of the airports, you see the great silhouette of our city. It is an iconic design, a globally recognizable design. That, first and foremost, is the emblem of New York City. In tandem, of course, you have the Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building that stand out. When you look closer at the city, after that macro view, and you look at the micro view of the landscape, as it were, of our streets, each of those streets and avenues have their own individual language, street signs, trees, and then the activities on those streets. A certain neighborhood might lend itself or have a preponderance of Greek restaurants, and therefore the aesthetic of that street will be one thing. Chinatown will be another. Then you look at the individuals in New York City. What are they involved in? They are, in one way or another, involved in designing something, whether interiors, or for that matter, and unfortunately not in the best ways of late, financial instruments. So from financial instruments to design, to set design, to costumes, website design, product design, citizens of New York City are overwhelmingly involved in design and leading our country and the world globally in design. And this environment, both physically, mortar and stone, as well as intellectually, is unbelievably stimulating to me as an individual, to our citizens, our nation, and the world, and therefore labels and affirms New York as the design metropolis and the design center of the world.
Like, even though it has nothing to do with what we do, I'm more likely to be excited about watching a documentary on Karl Lagerfeld and how he works and the details behind the scenes and a world I don't know anything about, but just the obsession about detail and the passion about that I find more inspirational sometimes than the things that would seem more directly involved and directly related to our work.
You know, to me, work isn't work, so I have trouble with the syntax. I like the idea of living more than working. And it just came to me as I'm listening to Stephen speak that I come to Levitt Weaver to be involved in life as it opens itself.